Well, hello there, everybody. This is Rob. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to do a walkthrough of a new synthesizer, software synthesizer. It's called the DCO-106, and it's by Cherry Audio. And this thing is pretty nice. I've always wanted to get one of these Juno recreations. There's a few out there on the market, but this one popped up this past week everywhere, like on Instagram and Facebook, and I think even on Twitter for $25. And so I did a little research and come to find out it's really, really great. It's got great reviews. And so I bought it, and here it is. Just want to go through the features with you. And then, first of all, this is kind of, let me play this little part here. Just made a little 4-bar loop here, just to give you an idea of what it sounds like, what it's capable of. And these are all sound design by myself here. It comes with 300 presets, but I wanted to learn how to play with, and so that I could show you. So here we go. So anyways, let me pull up that other instance here. And when you launch the DCO-106, it gives you a Init preset. Well, actually, I've been playing around with a few of the presets here. Here are your presets. You've got ARP, bass, then it has factory presets. I believe that is the original keyboard from the 80s. And you have all these patches here. Didn't expect that, sorry. You've got a few ARPs. I really like the ARPs. But if you want to do an Init preset, initial preset, you just hit new. Then it gives you this. And just to give you a quick layout here, you've got your LFO section here. Then you've got your oscillator section over here. You got a saw wave and then a pulse width square wave. Then you've got a sub. Then you've got a high pass filter. Then you've got a filter section. And you'll notice that it has envelope right here. And here's the envelope over here. And then the VCA also, the amplifier section, is controlled by the envelope also. And I'll get into that. So when you get your Init preset, you have just a square wave. And you can add a saw wave. Or you can get rid of the square wave if you don't like that beepy sound and just have the saw. Now the square wave, you can change the pulse width. It's like a lot of synthesizers out there. Now the LFO you can sync your LFO, you can have it free, running free. And you can have like a ramp, where you can have this, the ramp will be more abrupt, so I can demonstrate this to you here. Up your rate here. So you get kind of that lead sound. So all that does is add the amount of the LFO. Then you have another slot over here and then over here for your LFO. Wouldn't necessarily have it that fast, so I'm going to go with 2 saws here. pulse width right about there. And I'm going to make kind of a plucky sound. Now this brings the frequency down, the cutoff. You'll see the cutoff, it's a low pass filter. You'll see the cutoff drop down here. I'm going to cut it way down here. Then I'm going to affect the filter with the envelope. So you just add as much envelope as you want. Then I'm going to add a little bit of sub here. Now, whatever you pick, if you go up an octave here, your sub is always going to be one octave below the octave you pick. So if you want bass, you can be down here. But for like a little plucky RP sound like I'm going to make here, just kind of fade that in there like so. And then you can go over here, you can go up to 16 voices, which is something the original synthesizer did not have. And then you also have unison, which will stack up all the voices, one voice. And you can detune. You're going to have to turn it down now. And then you can detune and kind of make it sound. To your arpeggio. Then you can also sync that. Let's go to eighth note. Then it also has a chorus, which is nice. You can turn your chorus on here and widen things out. You also have a delay that you can sync. And let's take that up to... So you get a really good sound out of this thing. So to your reverb, make it sound even better. It's got a nice sounding reverb. Let's take it down here. Then let me go through a few of the presets with you. These are a little bit better here than just the factory preset bank. The ARPs are really quite nice here. So it's got a really nice analog, fat analog sound. I really like it a lot. I've always liked the sound of this keyboard. And this brings me to this situation right here. Your resonance, it's a self-oscillating filter, and you'll notice that there is no oscillator actually picked here. What this is, it's self-resonating, and the sound is actually coming from the filter. Now watch, I'll play with this right here. So there's a lot of things you can do with this and the manual is really quite easy to get through because it's fairly simple synthesizer, but it sounds really great. So let me go through some of the patches that I've made here. I've got this one here, which is the bass patch. So it's pretty, I got both of the oscillators. I got it down one range in the octave, this being the middle. I've got it down one notch in the octave. I've added some sub. Got an arpeggiator. I got the unison cranked way up. Don't have a whole lot of detune on it. So and the next one I have here is it's another another kind of a plucky sound. It's up a little bit higher in the octave range, a little bit different adjustments as far as the pulse width, and a little bit different on the, I have a little drifting. The LFO affects the filter. It kind of, I've got it set all the way up to 8 beats so that it kind of drifts open and close. It kind of makes the filter fluctuate a little bit. Then the next one I have is a pad. The pad is just pretty straightforward. You just basically play around with the amp envelope. And I do have a little bit going on with, again, the LFO kind of changing the filter, sweeping through the filter a little bit. Got a little reverb on it here, chroma verb. And then this one here is the kind of the top line melody, which doesn't use an oscillator at all. It uses the self-oscillating filter, like I showed you earlier. Now, if I turn the resonance down, you're not going to hear anything, but you turn the resonance all the way up. There it comes. Now I can add an oscillator. It gets kind of loud. So you have a lot of possibilities with this thing. It's a fun synthesizer to use, and it sounds great. And this is what you're going to be looking at. And you may come up with something even better. Obviously, this is just kind of thrown together. Anyways, go to Cherry Audio and just buy it directly from their website. Right now it's $25, regular $39, which is a bargain in its own right. I would highly recommend this. It's a great, in fact, let me show you right here. There it is right there. Gives you the description and everything. So go check it out. I hope you liked this video, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you very much for watching. And if you like this video, by the way, hit that like button. It helps other people find my channel. Appreciate it.